Alright guys, hey, welcome to the fucking show.
I louder.
Yeah, just
gonna fucking yell like crazy. I am Chuck, your game master for tonight, and as you can tell by this beautiful template that I have constructed, we're playing Zweihander, a fantastic D100 based game created by Grim and Perilous Studios. Let me hold my fuck. God damn it, so heavy! Christ, this giant book. It's an amazing book. You should buy it. It's on sale on Amazon for like $40 still. It's super fucking cool.
it's pretty swag.
Very reasonable.
Pretty fucking neat. So anyway, we're going to play Zweihander. We're going to play the adventure out of the back of the book called A Bitter Harvest. And we're going to see how much of a fucking mess we can make out of their carefully crafted story.
Yeah. That's what we're good at.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking great. So, let's start off with introducing you asshats. Joe and Tyler.
Hi.
Evens. Odds. Tyler, you can start.
No. Hi, everyone. My name is Tyler, and I am playing the halfling peasant named Haldana. What else was I supposed to say?
What's your iconic traffic?
Oh, my iconic trapping are some really thick spectacles that I still can't quite see out of. Because I'm getting a little old.
Okay, that works.
They may be making your vision worse.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm Bobik. Well, first of all, I'm Jake, and I'm portraying a character named Bobik the One-Eyed Yellow Bastard, who is a gnome hedge knight. And he has, throughout his quasi-storied career, acquired a full set of dentures of nothing but gold teeth.
Those got to be worth quite a bit.
Yeah.
You would think so.
All right,
But they're not.
Like, who's gonna wear them, really?
I'm Daniel playing Emil, the Watchman, and I took my iconic trapping as a decorated cane that I can use to prop up and carry my lantern with.
All right. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alex.
All right. I'm going to be playing Durkin, the ogre commoner. Cheap Jack who carries a small crate of snake oil. He has no idea what's actually in them.
That sounds right. Okay.
It's all snake oil.
Spot on. Chris.
It's a cure for everything.
I'm Chris, and I'm playing Grimlock Carabin, the halfling beggar. Wears dark clothing and has a brand on his face. And I'm not an artist, but that's him.
It's more art than the rest of us have.
Which makes you an artist.
And he carries around a brass penny that has tails on both sides.
That's his iconic trapping.
Mm-hmm.
I am Joe. I'm playing Boss Dallenbauer. I can't even say it.
That made my
Boss
eye hurt. Oh, man.
Dallenbauer.
Oh.
I was going with the Zweihander.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
trying to get
Yeah.
some name that would fit that. He is a human, very gaunt, tired-looking male. He is a jailer, and he carries around, I don't know what they're called, but they're basically scissors designed to nip off individual segments of people's fingers.
Like a really big pair of, like, 10
Yeah.
snips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're angled specifically to
To
get
chomp
people's
his
chomp
fingers.
at a finger,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a torture method.
Okay.
Yeah. He
To remind me not to get arrested and sent to your jail.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's bad time.
Hey, shout outs to Demir, 1983, One Crit Wonder, and Jowzam. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Yep.
I think you're all pretty fucking great.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
All right,
They've clearly drank the Kool-Aid. They've arrived here.
right. So
We've got them hooked now. There's nothing they can do.
they're fucking stuck. All right, so once again, we were playing the game Zweihander. Zweihander? Zweihander.
Zweihander.
And we're running the adventure out of the back of the book called A Bitter Harvest. You sons of bitches roll into a town by the name of Swansea. It's a great name.
Swansea.
It's in the book. Don't make fun of it, because the people at Zweihander, they'll come after you.
Oh.
Speaking of people who come after people, One Crit Wonder has a special joke for us. Why do wizards make such good cops? They do things by the book.
Oh.
Ah.
I quit.
Yes.
You killed us. One Crit, you killed us. All right. So you guys are rolling into this town called by the name of Swansea. You all you know each other. You all are a traveling group for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what's the glue that holds this fucking...
I'm a traveling jailer.
You're just sticking close to your next clients.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're actually all running like a crime ring secretly.
I think we must be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not. I'm legitimate self.
He was on duty when I got out
legitimately
of jail.
sell
And
things
he
to
just
people.
followed me out.
Yeah.
He knew you were trouble and decided to follow you some.
That's it.
Oh shit, you can leave?
I've hated this job forever.
Fuck.
There's a door?
I guess I'll put my
Not-
finger cutters away then.
It's
Uh-huh.
a door, but it's not for you.
I didn't know this. All right. So you guys are in the town Swansea. You roll into the local inn, Ye Olde Best Western. And you stroll up to the counter. You're like, hey, give me a fucking room
A continental breakfast.
and a continental breakfast. And the fucking guy working behind it, he's like, oh, fantastic. Are you guys in here in town for the wedding?
No.
Who's
I don't
winning?
like weddings.
Lord Maximilian's and Helena's.
Oh, I slightly know them.
Ah, good. Did you have a room reserved with us?
I mean, not currently, because like I travel a lot.
So,
Well, give me just a second. Demur 1983. It is SWANZI. Give me just a second though, and let me take a look. He looks at the book. Actually, I do have a room large enough to accommodate all of you, but sadly, the patrons who reserved it aren't going to be able to make it. I could put you up in that room for the night.
cool.
Sounds like
Have they
that'll work.
prepaid already?
They sure have.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
Wow.
paid for. Might as well not let it go to waste.
The price is
Sweet.
right.
The price is right.
I like the way that sounds.
This is almost too good to be true, but I won't look a gift horse in the mouth.
So, let me get you set up with your room.
I wouldn't
Uh,
look any horse in the mouth. I would look at a
The
horse.
celebrations start here in about an hour, and I would strongly recommend that you attend. Lord Maximilian has gone all out on providing free food and drink for everyone who attends.
Oh shit.
I don't know who Lord Maximilian is, but I like him.
He's a very good fella, apparently.
So he sees you off to your guys' rooms.
Free room, free food, free drink.
Mhm.
Nothing weird about this.
All I can afford.
Yeah.
So he
Get that.
sees you off to your rooms, and you guys rest up for a bit, and you can kind of hear outside as the activities begin. Like you guys are probably up on like a second floor or something. Maybe you look out your leaded glass windows and you can see kind of the center behind you guys, the opening in the street. You can see there's like ribbons and streamers and huge tables and a stage with more tabling put up on it. And you can start to see as kind of dusk starts to roll in, people start congregating, casks start getting tapped open. You guys head on out to the festivities. See what's
Oh,
going
absolutely.
Of course.
I can't speak for those guys, but I'm already going.
on.
With casks being tapped open, of course.
So
I
you
might,
guys,
I might try and
Been a while
mingle
since
a little
someone
bit,
treated me
with-
nice,
with
so.
my rumor
Mhm.
to see if I can get some information about Maximilian.
oh, absolutely. Roll me. We're gonna call this just everyone's in a good mood. Everyone's drinking. You guys stroll in, and there's servants walking around with platters of tankards of some really choice ale on it, and they're just handing it out to whoever wants. Who's all taking a drink?
I don't think I.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Who? All right. Let me ask this:
Yeah.
Who is not taking a drink? Dan is staying sober.
I'm holding to my role.
Totally not IRL. But
I'm
Well,
go-
so far,
I'm gonna take a
I'm drinking the
sip.
root beer so far.
okay. So you guys start mingling amongst the crowds. And Dan, you were gonna. What were you doing?
I was just gonna use rumor to try and mingle around with some other people and try and get information.
Roll
about...
me. Just we're gonna call it a routine check. So you're gonna roll your number.
Mhm.
You're gonna add 10% to it, and then you just need to roll under that. So what'd you roll? You rolled 2d10.
I got a 23.
23. So what's your score?
My fellowship's a 43.
Oh, so you score way under it. So you start asking her, like, who's this Maximilian guy? I'm not familiar with him. And they're like, oh, he's from the...
I'm going to eavesdrop while they're talking about this.
Roll it out. Or who are you eavesdropping on?
Actually, I'm going to go to a different group of people. I'm going to find a couple of people that seem like they're worth more than I am, which isn't hard to find.
Yeah.
And then see what they're talking about.
Okay, we'll resolve Dan. You go like, oh, he's from the neighboring town of Vorburg, and
Bless you.
thanks, and he's marrying the daughter of Franz Rofke
Of this town?
of this town, of Swansea. And Franz is a big businessman man in the town. He's a oh fuck, I forgot his job. Anyway, he runs the boats and shit.
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. He's into shipping.
He's a boatness man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a boatsness man.
His job is business.
Yeah.
He
So-
conducts business.
But it's none of yours.
Exactly.
He sells
Your
boats
business
and
to
boat
yourself.
accessories.
We'll see about that.
I like boats and boats
Keep that business
accessories.
over there.
I'm
All
gonna,
right, guys, we're off.
Yep.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Now you ruined everything.
But they explain, oh, he's from the neighboring town. He's marrying Franz's. They got a big business.
It's an arranged marriage.
A
sorts.
little bit, yeah. They definitely, these two, the bride and groom, aren't necessarily marrying for love. But, once
Not
you get kind of
uncommon,
up there,
yeah.
it's not that uncommon. And so, he's really gone all out. And he's really, given us quite the party to enjoy here.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
So, yeah.
Are they going to be staying here after their wedding, or?
Well, no, he pretty much runs Vorburg. So they're going back to Vorburg after this.
Do we know if he's like well liked, or is there any sort of like
If you want to do
what's the kind of general feel about this guy?
you could do like a rumor check, but we're going to go to Chris.
Yeah.
Are you good with yours?
I'll roll again if I have more questions.
Okay.
So.
Chris, what did you roll?
I'm gonna get a little crazy here.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna stealth behind a curtain
Uh-huh.
and then disguise myself with my garish attire.
As?
As a highborn.
As a different beggar.
Oh, go ahead and give me that. Well, you're going to have to give me a stealth. There's lots of people around, so I'm going to call it a challenging stealth check.
Okay. But it is an urban area, right?
Yes, it is. So if you got a bonus to that.
I get a plus 20 in urban areas.
Okay, what do you got?
Darn near offsets your difficulty.
59's.
What's your score?
Oh, no, wait. I'm remembering how this works now.
So what'd you roll on your dice?
59.
You're going to need to roll under your skill on the left.
What's your agility score?
Right, my agility is 40, my stealth is 20, and then the challenge you said is challenging?
Yeah.
Okay, so I needed to get under...
59. You needed to get under, what was your number?
He got 59, he needed to get under 50.
Okay, so
I needed to get... Yeah.
So
No,
you
I
fail
failed.
your check. You go to stealth.
I fail my stealth.
But, people definitely knows, what the fuck is that weirdo doing? Sneaking in behind
Hiding behind
curtains and shit. That's
Yeah.
weird.
And then they see me put on my garish attire.
Well, they'll see you, ruffling around behind the curtain. Go ahead and roll me your disguise check.
Okay. And so, my disguise...
So, do you add your attributes to what you're rolling, or is the only thing you add skill ranks?
Well, if you've got skill ranks in it, what do you mean?
So, say I have say I have a
Oh,
5
nice.
in brawn, and I'm rolling something to do with brawn. Do I
So
have,
your initial score, what's your initial score in brawn?
37.
Your job is to roll under that 37. Now you may have some skill ranks that say,
Add 10 to it.
yeah, do better at this kind of skill check or something.
Okay.
So I guess I need to know what you're trying to do, and we can take it from there.
The role I was going to do was to see kind of like general background feel for this guy.
Okay, that'll be a rumor check. Jake, you want to address chat?
Oh no, I was just saying that Demure in chat suggested that Zweihander is a little bit like Dark Heresy skill test wise, and I was just saying, yeah, it is.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
have you roll your percentile.
Okay.
Do you have any ranks in rumor?
No.
So you're going to have to roll lower than whatever your fellowship score is.
Lower?
Right.
Lower than.
So rolling high is bad.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a roll under game. So
a
you want to roll.
95 is really bad.
What's that? 95 is very. You failed very much.
Okay.
Now the good thing is, critical hits and critical fails are based off of rolling doubles. So if you rolled a 55 and you rolled over, that's a critical fail.
Oh.
If your score was like, what was your fellowship score?
41.
So if you rolled
Like 22.
33,
32.
22, that would be a critical success.
Okay.
So
I disguised the shit out of myself. I rolled a 6.
nice.
So
you're-
like I went in there and it was obvious I went in there, but I disguised myself so well.
okay.
People think I'm still in there, and a second person
So
came out.
wearing this really nice disguise, it's going to give you a bonus on your social interactions because the higher your social standing is, the easier it is to interact with people of your
Okay.
class or lower. So any future checks you do while you're in this disguise will be easier for you.
Right.
So Joe, you failed your rumor or
Mhm.
passed it?
Failed.
Okay,
Miserably.
you start asking around. You don't get a whole lot of people like, yeah, free booze, yeah.
Yeah. Then I wanted to find the fanciest couple of people and
Okay.
eavesdrop on the conversation,
Oh, okay.
using my disguise to sort of blend in.
Okay, roll it.
So, yeah. Ooh, 8.
Oh shit. You're eavesdropping on these people, and they're very much like, oh, I hope that if Helena pops out that kid and it's a boy, I hope Franz will pull the stick out of his butt a little bit, not be so cranky all the time.
Ew.
Interesting.
It's a bad
So-
place for a stick.
Up to this point,
I got a stick I'll put up his butt.
there you go.
It's a fire hardened spear.
Up to this point, you guys have heard about those three: Maximilian, Helena, and Franz.
Just out of curiosity, are the well-to-do people also participating in this party?
Yeah, everyone's in the party. Like, this is a citywide celebration.
So even the rich types are out here hobnobbing with us poor people at the free beer party.
Absolutely.
It's a free beer party, of
Yeah.
course.
No, I'm surprised they're not having like a free wine party somewhere else.
no, it's craft beer, all local.
Okay.
Shut
So
Only
Cruelty
the finest
free.
wheat ales.
it's
Nobody
about
likes
this
free
time.
stuff more than
Drinking the
people that
420
don't need
mango.
it.
Kush.
All right, guys. Oh, stop drinking that. It's about this time that a group of people come through, and they accidentally bump into one of you. They accidentally bump into you, Jake, and they spill their beer a little bit. Like, sorry, friend. We're getting ready. They're getting ready to start the games. We heard this, that if you win the games, Maximilian's giving out casks of his best dwarven ale.
I'm game. Where's it happening?
Oh,
Hmm.
well, the first I heard they're going to do is find the bride.
So she's out here right now.
Once the game starts, you'll find out someone's kidnapped the bride.
What?
And it's our job to find out who kidnapped the bride and where she is and bring her back to the wedding.
Oh,
I see.
And once you do that, if you get her and bring her back, it's dwarven ale.
I do like dwarven ale.
I'd be curious to know if they have anything that was on her person that we could borrow.
It's at this time from one of the tables up at the stage, up at the elevated platforms. You hear a young woman scream.
I
As
I am being
shots are
kidnapped.
fired in the background.
As shots are fired in the background. And you look up and you see this young woman scream. And she's actually, you see Franz here, not but a few seats away from her. She screams, "Help! My cousin has been kidnapped!"
I'll
your cousin?
save the day.
As people start going up to the stage to go in.
I yell out, "What's his name?"
My cousin Helena, the bride, she's been kidnapped!
Oh.
Mm.
Does it
Oh,
does she like sound troubled, or does it sound like it's a game?
It's the game.
Okay.
It's definitely, she's very dramatic and over the
Yeah.
top.
She's overacting.
Yeah.
Someone help me!
I'll start.
I do declare.
I'll start pushing and shoving to get in front of everyone else.
Give me a.
I'll follow
I want a
behind him.
brawn check for that.
I'm gonna sneak on right behind him.
Give me a toughness check. We're gonna call it a standard toughness check to
Yeah.
muscle through. Lost video.
Do you want now?
We got video.
Can I help him? How does that work?
Hey there, J36. I would recommend a refresh.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alex, what was your question?
Can I help him?
So here's how assistance works. You two can work together on this.
All right.
Alex,
Mm-hmm.
roll your percentile.
My percentile?
Just the tens die. Just one die, and it's the one in the tens position. Roll that.
in the tens position?
Yep. So what'd you roll?
Double zeros.
That's 100.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, so the way assistance works, if someone's going to assist you, only one person can assist you. You roll a tens die,
Mm-hmm.
and then you roll your score. And if his die is lower, you can swap your percentile, your tens die out for his.
So essentially,
So there's
you're
no
going to
way.
use yours.
Yeah.
Right. So Jake, roll it.
I did. It's a 65, and that's no.
You start pushing your way through, but you don't elbow your way into it. And by the time you finally get up to her, you've been maybe waiting like 10 to 15 minutes.
All right, I came along behind him, so
We got a fella named Zweihander RPG in the chat.
I
What?
wonder who it could be.
Whoa!
Hey! That's fantastic!
Yeah.
Zweihander RPG. That's now that Zweihander RPG is here, I can tell a story that Ashley says I'm not allowed to tell. Ashley's my wife, for those of you that don't know. I've been derailed at this point, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. So we have our own Dan here in the game. Dan, wave so they know who you are.
I also have my name under myself too.
Oh, you're also labeled. That's beautiful.
Mhm.
So we have Dan there, who's been a dear friend of mine for many years. And then also, this deliciously beautiful book here was written by a fantastically handsome man by the name of Daniel D. Fox. Well, I've been talking about Daniel D. Fox and Dan here so much that I get it confused, and I confuse Ashley on who I'm talking to. I'm like, I need some kind of identifier to figure out who I'm talking about. So rather than calling it like Dan or Daniel or, you know.
Because that's still a mix-up anyways.
So I just decided the best thing to do is to combine what Daniel Fox is, what I know him for, with his name. So it's no longer Dan. Or I called him the fantabulous Mr. Fox for a while. But that was too much of a mouthful. So now you're just Zweihander.
Is there a shampoo for that?
I refuse to be a part of this.
Okay. So by the time you guys make it up to the young woman Suzette there, she's going, "Help! My cousin has been kidnapped. Someone help me!" Who's going? You're going up to talk to him.
I'm coming up behind him.
I was trying to.
Well,
push
you
up.
guys move up in a group
Yeah,
up to her
Yeah.
and take it away. She's, "Help me!
Where did you see her last, miss?
My cousin, she was kidnapped by my brother,
Oh no.
Who's your brother?
Frank.
The Annihilator.
Oh God.
The incredible front.
Goddamn.
She was kidnapped by my brother Frank.
Where does...
Where was she last?
I'm just
at?
stunned.
Yeah.
People and their stupid fucking names.
Does she possess anything that
Such
her
a
sister
trustworthy
previously
name.
possessed?
Probably some base genetic code.
Was not ready for that.
I wasn't either.
So no, she's like, I don't know where he could have taken her, but I do know that this morning he visited his barber. Maybe his barber would know.
Do you know where your sister was last at?
Here at the table beside
I
me.
think we need to
Where
go.
is the
Okay,
barber?
We need to go to the barber.
I got a question. Since I have the
I'm on my way to
the
the barber.
seventh sense,
Yeah, let's go to the
am I
barber.
able
I'm
to
following him to
determine
the barber.
her scent from where she was at the table? I can track people by scent. I can
Fucking Christ.
see.
Hey, man.
Quit sniffing people's chairs. It's
Yeah,
really
man.
that is quite rude of you to sniff where
Oh, I can see the scents. I don't even have to smell them.
Oh man. We're gonna say no. Just
No.
go to the barber.
Damn.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna try to railroad us out of this.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna follow him to the barber, but first I'm gonna stealth into the curtain and change into my dark clothes again.
Okay. Roll that stealth.
13.
So you're actually sneaky this time as you move into the curtain and then change back into your regular clothing.
And
what I
then well, I don't have to roll disguise. These are my regular clothes.
It's like, it's like you're Clark Kent,
Yeah.
but instead of Superman,
then-
you're just a scumbag.
So you kind of,
People suddenly give you a little bit extra space in crowds.
Yeah.
you guys see that there's
I'm a scumbag beggar that turns into a scumbag rich person.
quite a few other people rushing off to the barber. How are you guys?
We should abduct a taxi driver.
And steal their car.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys make it to the barber, and as you're walking, like, you see the little striped pole on the outside, and you enter in, and you hear screams from the back of the shop.
I'm kicking in the door, and I'm marching back there.
As you kick in the door, the little bell chimes as it opens up, and you see this bald, angry guy wearing white and leather fucking aprons and shit with like blood spatter all over him. He's got like a bone saw he's wiping off.
Whoa. Did he just murder her?
Oh, I fucking love barbers in this world.
How
They're
may I
fucking
be
metal.
of assistance?
You cut hair with that?
No, this is what I cut limbs with.
Who's
You're a
limb have you been
barber?
cutting?
And a doctor.
Okay.
I don't like
Which were
anything
you
he
first?
just said.
Makes sense.
I do not remember anymore. It started as one and
Coming
accidentally
in for a
turned
trim,
into another.
Frank? Well, I have
That's what
just
I'm
the
worried
thing for
about.
that. Leeches.
We're having a sale on leeches. Buy one jar, get one jar half off.
Has anyone named Frank come in to buy some leeches lately?
Frank does not buy leeches. He is squeamish.
Okay, well, at least you know something about
I
him. Do you
hate
know
it.
where he might be?
I hate everything he says.
Yeah.
I do not know where Frank might be.
Do you know where he might not be?
I think maybe you guys need to roll a fellowship check here. See if you can get some information.
Do you
What about,
know where?
interrogate?
I'll roll
If
that
you want to
real quick.
interrogate a man with a bone saw covered in blood,
Yeah, I do.
and roll it out.
I want to pull out my pistol and intimidate him.
All right. Well, I got a 15 on my fellowship check.
Okay, I think we need to do this as a social interaction at this point.
Yeah.
Social interaction is a different mechanic of the game. We're going to do this as a simple social interaction, but we're going to step out of character real quick so you guys can decide who the fuck is talking to this guy? Because right now you're saying I want to talk to him. You're saying I'm going to intimidate him. You're saying I pull a fucking gun on him.
I'm interrogating.
So, which one of you is going to ask this guy the question?
I have a question. Like,
Yes.
one of my abilities is you flip the results to succeed at interrogation tests.
Say to succeed. So let's say what that means is there's flip to succeed and flip to fail.
Okay.
So if you have something that's flip to succeed, you roll your dice. You can flip your tens in your singles position to move you into a success position. So it gives you, it's like having advantage on a roll.
Yeah, if you roll a 66, you're pretty much screwed.
Well,
But if you roll like a 63, you could
turn that into a 36.
Okay.
Make
The other
sense?
thing I didn't understand is, like, it would say I get a +1 to combat or whatever. Does that affect my base attribute?
That's your
or-
stats.
Well,
That's
no. Well, you'll get a +1 to combat. So if you roll a combat check, you'll get a +1 to it, I believe.
It's
Okay.
not like the 43, it's the plus next to.
Mhm.
So, like, if you do damage, instead of doing 3 damage plus the d6, it's 4 damage plus the d6.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that affects like
But it doesn't.
Okay.
encumbrance
Anyway,
initiative. Those are
Off.
the stats.
Let's get back to the game.
Okay.
Who's talking to this guy?
I feel like I feel like he hasn't done
Joe, are you
anything
talking to this guy?
to be
I want to.
aggressive, yes.
Yeah.
As
I
long-
really wanted to pull my gun on him.
As long as you don't go into an aggressive territory, then that's fine.
Is
I
there?
don't know, he's
interrogating.
interrogating them.
You go to pull your gun, and then I'll just be like,
Asking questions,
I'm like,
is appropriate.
he's a barber, for God's sake.
I don't think that
Yeah.
He's also a
interrogating
butcher.
necessarily
I guess
needs to
that would be an
It's not
aggressive
necessarily
state.
aggressive.
It doesn't need to be. Okay. All right, guys.
I'll let
Joe,
you
roll
drive.
that interrogate check.
I'm gonna go stand by the door
So-
menacingly.
Okay.
Interrogate is a willpower.
Interrogation. Are you trained in it?
I am.
Okay, good.
Can I assist him?
That's the other thing too that confuses me. It says I get a
So you
+10, but pluses are bad.
It's a +10 to your stat on the left.
To your
basically.
score. Yeah.
Oh.
So your 44 will become a 54,
Ah,
essentially, whatever your score is.
Okay. That
Anyway,
makes sense.
so Joe,
So I rolled a 48 and I have a 56.
so you roll under,
Okay.
and you're. How are you asking? How are you interrogating him?
Just need to give him some logical fallacy questions.
Yeah. I'm saying. Well, he mentioned that he'd run into Foss already, right?
Frank,
Frunk. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Frunk. I'm Foss.
you are. That is you.
Fuck.
He's technically ran into you at this point as well.
So we're gonna streamline this. He says, "Very well. I will tell you what I know, but you're awfully shaggy. Let me give you a haircut."
That's why I wanted to know. Did you become a doctor out of a need of some bad barbering, or?
Yes, you take off enough ears, you learn how to heal.
Better make sure he's not naughty.
Oh.
He's a naughty boy.
I'm like,
He's a naughty boy. Anyway, Frank came here this morning. I do not know where he is now. He got a haircut. It looks quite dashing.
I want to scrutinize that if I can.
Roll that scrutinize.
Mm.
But he came here with his financial ledger.
Ooh, 55. Oh, so close, but I didn't.
Okay, you're not picking up on his accuracy. He came here with his financial ledger.
Mhm.
He only takes his financial ledger out of his office when he is going to the Moneylender.
Sounds like our next path in the Easter egg hunt has been identified.
I kind of want to be like, I have a question before his haircut,
Yes.
and I wanna roll an intimidate, but I'm not gonna pull the gun out. I'm just gonna rest my hand on it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, "Who was screaming?"
Do you need to roll an intimidate for that? You can if you want. You definitely can.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it. I just
So, is there somebody screaming?
yeah. When you guys walked in, there was
We
someone
walked in the door.
screaming.
It could have been
And
the
he-
last person that got their haircut.
He walked out of the back, wiping blood off of his bone saw.
Oh, okay. So, based on what you get here, I'm gonna make a move.
So I got a 56.
What were you supposed to get?
What's the challenge on it?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a Barber Surgeon, not a Dr. Barber. It's Flapjack.
Yeah.
What was the challenge on it?
I assume Flapjack.
We're gonna go. I'll just give it to you standard.
Okay, so there
You
was
pull a gun
59 then.
on. What are you? Did you pass or fail?
I got 56, so I pass.
Okay, so you pass. It was my last patient. He is recovering quite nicely.
I'll look up behind you, so you want to push your way back there.
He had a splinter.
Did you give it to him?
No.
Cut his finger off?
Yeah.
No, I did not cut his finger off.
Then what's with the blood?
I cut his arm off at the shoulder
That's what I figured.
When he comes up
Where
and
was the splinter?
and his pinky. It might have become infected. I do not want to risk it.
I think it's time for us to go.
I start
When
walking. I want to.
when he asks if he wants to push our way back there, I'm just gonna be like, well, you don't mind if I take a look, and I'm just gonna start walking back there.
Yeah, I do the same.
We're gonna get in trouble at the first stop.
We're not gonna get in trouble.
Are you just pushing back there? Excuse me, sir. That is off limits. It is a sterile environment.
No, it's not.
I look.
I scrutinize that.
Hold on.
16.
What did you do?
I scrutinize that.
It is. He's lying about that. You push back through the room.
I'd expect that one would be trivial.
And you move into the back room, and there is someone strapped to a table, like unconscious, with like an arm missing. And you look in the corner of the room, and there's just like a pile of limbs.
I'm gonna check his good arm to see if it has a splinter still.
Oh, the arm's still attached?
Yeah, to make sure he did the right arm.
Gotta help these
There's a splinter in the pinky.
I'm gonna use my iconic trapping.
Oh, you said he took the guy's arm off because of a splinter?
Yes.
Joe's gonna cut his
didn't
finger
do
off
it.
now to get rid of this. I'm glad I'm not in there.
Wait, we could just take that out.
No,
Too late.
no.
You already snipped his pinky
I've got
off.
the tool for this. I've seen a million splinters before.
He sees what you do. Sometime we should talk about an apprenticeship.
Oh no!
What?
I harshly pat him on the shoulder and say, "Expect our bill." Start walking out.
Oh, that's great. What are you guys doing?
feel like we should
I
go to
guess
the
we're
Moneylender.
going to the Moneylender.
I back out slowly with my hands still on my gun, and I'm like, you live today.
But tomorrow-
He's probably like, darn right I do.
Fuck you.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
You guys make it over to the Moneylender.
That is a fun story, Demure.
Yeah.
It sounds like some Orthos fun shit, right?
Yeah,
there.
it does.
Some top tier shenanigans.
You guys make it over to the Moneylender, and you see this pleasant-looking halfling. Greetings, greetings. Enter. Please have a seat. We can talk about finances right away.
I don't have a lot of those, so it'd be a short conversation.
Finances?
Now we're primarily looking to see if you can help us find Frank.
What can I
We heard he came through here earlier, and we have some business with him.
He did. Yes. He did. Yes. I may be able to help you out.
I'll slap those gold teeth right on the counter.
Oh, I was gonna put the pinky with the splinter in it.
I think you could both do that.
It just clunk.
Holy shit! He fucking went to the goddamn fancy ass restaurant.
Which one?
The old blue shrimp.
I quickly grab your guys' items back.
Thank
you.
you.
Have a
We're
pleasant
looking
day.
to return this for him.
Have a pleasant day with all your fingers.
I'll wipe up the small little spot of blood that was on the counter.
Okay.
Let's go.
You guys head off to the Blue Shrimp. Get some of the biscuits.
Yeah.
How much money did I think he'd want to be bribed?
If you would have rolled a check, you would have probably picked up like a couple silver.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I have.
Yeah,
I'm the
I
only
don't.
person
Us
who has
collectively
silver.
might have 1 silver.
No, you might be wrong.
No, I think I'm the only person in the party who has silver,
Oh.
I got like
and I'm
20
gonna be
copper.
stingy with it.
I'll lean over to Alex
I
and
got-
be like, "Can I have those?"
I
two
have
back?"
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
I have 1 silver and 8 pennies.
Man, you're a rich beggar.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I like.
All right, we got a follow from.
Hey, Zweihander RPG.
What?
That's fucking awesome.
Sweet.
Alex, you said you got 00 earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just fucking 0.
Oh, so I
Oh, it was a
fucking
critical
helped him.
success.
That was 100.
No.
If it's
Is
0, 0, and 0, it's 100. But if it's 0, 0, and 5, that's just 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
double zeros.
Yeah.
We should have
Hey.
won that automatically.
That's
yeah.
besides the point.
The damage
Oh,
is done.
well.
So,
That would have been a critical success.
you guys head over to Blue Shrimp. As you enter, this fancy man is standing at the front
Oh,
counter
fancy
arguing with a group of local riffraff.
I'll go.
The riffraff are, we know they're in there, just tell us where they are. And the man behind the counter is like, sirs, please, I cannot assist you. No one by that name is here. If you do not have a reservation, get the fuck out.
I'm at least a higher class person, so I might go
Oh,
talk to
you
You
him.
sounded so classy until
So what
right
do you
at
guys-
the end.
What are you guys doing? Is like, let us in. Come on, we know they're in here. We follow
No.
all the other clues.
No. I was gonna say we're gonna see if you had any open seating.
No, I think I have a reservation. What do the reservations look like?
It's just he would have your name in the book. You're like, I would have your name in my book,
Oh, okay.
kind of sir.
Okay.
I'll say,
I was thinking of the yellow crab.
You
Yeah.
do have my name in your book.
I was
Just
just asking
slip
if
a
there's any
copper at
open
him.
seating.
I mean, if you want to.
Are you gonna? Well, he's arguing with these other two people, and as you kind of
I'm
step
gonna
up,
move.
as you step up to move, they're like, "Oh, you back up. We got here first. We're gonna win that cask of fucking dwarven ale."
Petty rabble.
I turned to the waiter guy. Like, where are the guys arguing at?
They're like at the right as you come into the entrance, like a
I like the
maybe-
host stand or whatever.
Yeah, a little host stand at the front of the entrance.
I told the host, like, you need to excuse those guys away from here. Like, this is ridiculous.
We have a
I
reservation.
am trying, sir. They will not leave.
Go over there and tell them to leave.
Sirs, he says to the rabble.
No, I tell them, like, go over there. Like, you just standing by this, yelling.
Well, they're
not-
right there on the other side of like they're face to face yelling at each other.
I know what you're going for.
Mhm.
You're trying to,
Mhm.
yeah, they're face to face yelling at each other.
I must stealth into my garish attire again.
Okay, roll your stealth.
Okay.
So, what are you guys gonna do, Chris?
Fucking hell. That's critical failure.
Do you need?
he just comes back out nude.
Excuse me, sir.
You see,
Oh, I forgot.
I
Something.
just like.
you see Grim disappear for a few moments and then return. What were you saying?
Well, I critically failed my stealth.
Oh, your stealth.
So I did not disappear for a moment.
You trip and fall and you smash through the giant like aquarium tank full of shrimp that they keep by the front door.
Oh no.
But when I get out of it,
Medieval shrimp tank.
I am in the same clothes.
As
Rolled a 92
water
for
and
my
shrimp are all over the ground,
disguise.
all of a sudden the waiter guy, his attention is off of the route. What are you doing? You're going to have to pay for those shrimp as he comes over and he's shaking his finger at
who's
you.
coming in
I'm gonna give
Yeah,
Alex's
who's coming
character a
in?
small
I'm
punch in the
quickly-
leg and then point to the back
Yeah,
door.
who's coming in with me?
Yeah.
I'm quickly writing my
I'm
name
gonna
in the book.
try.
that works too.
I'm gonna
Let's
try to
write our
take
names
the
in the book.
attention of the other two people.
+5.
to off the front counter.
Okay, how are you going to
Right.
distract those two? As soon as he moves away, they start making a break for it. trying to move back into the restaurant further.
We'll stop him maybe.
Yeah, let's go up there.
I still want to try to write my name in the book.
You go up. He's not paying attention, so go make me a. We'll call it a stealth check, or I'll let you roll skullduggery if you have that. Is skullduggery a skill here?
It is.
I feel like it is. It's under.
It's under
And
ability.
since no one's paying attention, we'll call it an easy check. So you'll add 20 to your score, and then roll under that. So how are you distracting? Are you stopping these two?
Yeah,
I'll help
I'm
him
gonna-
stop.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
try and do that thing where you like accidentally step in front of someone as you're like, oh, sorry.
Roll me a.
Just try and block their path.
God, what would that be?
So there's like 2 from the other group that are trying to do the same thing Alex is.
No, I think
No, they're just
No,
trying.
they're just trying to run in, and
Run
we're
into
gonna
the
try and.
restaurant.
We'll say
we're
I'm
gonna-
not going to make you roll for that, Joe. You move into them, and they're going to roll an agility to try and get around you.
I'm gonna try and help him stop them as well. So
So we're gonna. Christ, they got a 37 on their check. So you roll an agility check to stop them, and you assist him. So Dan, you roll your 10 die. What do you got?
I failed miserably.
What'd you get?
98.
Oh,
No, you just roll the 10.
Oh, the 10.
Just the 10.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's still an 8.
Okay.
I rolled a 49.
They give you the slip.
Okay.
And they move past you. Alex, you go up to write your name in the thing, and you grab the quill out of the little ink pot, and the fucking ink pot slides down and then bounces off the ground and just sprays ink up over you.
Just toss it aside. Like,
I'm gonna
Right.
make an even bigger scene and
Are you gonna pull your gun?
No, I'm gonna act like this. I'm gonna act like this was an accident, and I'm very
It was.
upset about it.
Oh, it was a different kind of accident. All right. Go ahead and make me a
Is this
a performance check.
Well,
Performance,
at this point, maybe we
or
just
is
say
it-
screw it and go in.
oh yeah.
How dare
Is
you.
it guile?
All right, we're gonna
Yeah,
go
let's-
in after them.
Okay.
This be guile?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a guile check. Whoever's going in, you're going in, while Chris is continuing to
And
distract
he's most
the guy.
definitely a different social class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna have this is gonna be a challenging check for you.
Well,
No,
but
here's
I
the
get a
thing.
plus 20 with other social classes.
Are you? Oh, you're wearing your outfit. Okay, so it'll be.
No, I think
No,
you have a
if they're
skill.
different.
Well, no,
then-
that's just my talent.
If they're
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
social
Oh.
class.
Okay.
If they're a different social class, I get plus 20.
What skill is giving you that?
It's a
Fork
talent
tongue?
called fork tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, roll it.
It came up 40, and you said it's challenging.
You guys can just tell me. You don't have to tell me the numbers. Just tell me if you passed, failed.
Yeah.
So you guys have all the
Okay.
numbers to look at. I don't have any numbers to look at up here.
If it's challenging, then
Those of you who are running
it
back
was
there, you're going to
50.
give me an
So I
athletics check.
passed.
Okay.
We need
I
to do
passed, and I'm like,
athletics.
the floor was wet. What kind of establishment is this?
Sir, it was my bad. I apologize. I was so distracted by those ruffians. Where are those ruffians? And he starts running back towards the back.
And I'm like, you caused me injury, and then you blame me for it, and now you're gonna walk away while I'm talking to you. You're gonna be hearing from my attorney.
Sir,
You'll be hearing from my barber.
all right, those of you who are going to the back, make an athletics check.
Can I just
Which
stroll
one is
in?
athletics?
Are you just walking in? I figured
there
you'd
we
want to keep up with these guys who are running back.
Oh,
I do.
I'm not.
Okay, you
Gotta
can
make
if
it
you don't
seem-
want to. You just strut in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. So
So you guys move into the restaurant. What are you doing? You're calmly walking around.
Oh, I start calling for whoever's on the inside. Like, can you bring them back? They have ruined my attire.
Oh, you're calling for the ruffians. Give me a guile check then.
Hell yeah, because I have the same fucking thing you have. Alright, where's that?
We're just lying our asses off.
I'm trying to run after them, and I fail massively because I'm short and fat. and
24.
What?
Nice.
Or a 24.
Okay. You get a couple of the wait staff there, and you flag like they did that. It's like, oh my gosh, sir, we're so sorry. They go in there chasing after those two. So you guys don't know where they're at in this restaurant, so we're gonna do a search.
Okay.
See if you can find
Am I able to leverage my seventh sense any at this point? Since
Yes.
we've been following him the whole way here.
Yes, I'll let you leverage your seventh sense here.
Okay.
Does it just auto success?
If it's a survival test that you're gonna have us do, then
It's not a survival test. This is going to be a search. What is
Survival's under perception.
Well, if you're
I was going to do scrutinize. Well, I'll let you do your survival.
okay. Good. But my thing is, I auto pass survival.
Okay,
tests,
you
so-
auto pass. God damn it, one crit. You're fucking killing us, man. That's fucking great. So you do your little sniff, start smelling around. And you find a small kind of cubby off the side that's
It should
actually a
just be
curtain.
kind of like a colored trail that I follow to him.
Okay.
Effectively.
And you throw the curtain open and you see inside it's a real plush room with like big pillows on chairs, and there's two young women. One of them you recognize as Helena. The other one you recognize, there's a man there you recognize as, well, you haven't seen Frank, but
We haven't seen Helena either.
you haven't. So you see this woman up top, Helena. You see another young woman who goes by the name of BB. And then you see Frank all sitting there. And then Frank turns to Helena. My dear, I believe the jig is up.
We've found our target for the game.
We won? Did we win?
Helena stands up like, you have won. Please escort me to my husband.
4 blue lobsters on them. Is it lobsters? What did they say?
Shrimps.
Oh,
shrimps.
Blue
Okay.
shrimp.
All right, we can just take her then. Never mind.
Yeah. Will they all be accompanying us, or just Helena?
All three of them are going to come.
I stand up and I'm like covered in fish and water, and I'm like, bravo! Bravo! Great game. Sorry about the tank, sir.
He's just standing there just like,
Do
ah!
do they have anybody, any guards
you'll be
around
fine.
to help escort them back?
No, but Helena has recognized you all as the winner, so
I'm mostly concerned about something happening to them on the way back.
I don't.
I feel like we should
It's
escort
not
them.
one of those games.
It's not. No, this isn't the Hunger Games or anything.
Damn it. When I walk out, I want to see if they've caught those other guys.
Yeah, they're dragging them out now. The wait
Yes.
staff is like pushing them out the front door, like, you leave here now or we'll call the guards. As they see you guys walking out with Helena, like, God damn it, we lost.
Ha!
What's
I'm
our
like,
time?
yes, you
We
did.
got like 5 minutes left.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call this our first break.
But do we first need to hear a word from our sponsors?
Jazam, have fun going live. Yeah, I killed a lot of PCs last week. So, oh shit!
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Whoa.
Super awesome Zweihander RPG.
Sweet.
Thank you very much for the bits.
Super awesome.
You're
Zweihander is one hell of a guy.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Uh,
oh.
Yeah. There will be more shenanigans.
So-
Yeah, we haven't burned anything yet.
I haven't burned anything yet, so
Only
we're gonna
cut
take
one finger off.
like a little
Yeah.
5-minute breather.
Look, we made things wet. That's the opposite of burning it.
True
Yeah.
story.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah, no fire.
No fire yet.
What a game.
So anyway, we'll be back in just a few minutes. We're gonna stretch our legs, and we'll be back to see what they won for managing to find the bride, and see what other kind of
I
wedding
suspect
games.
it's going to be some casks full of disappointment.
You'll find out. Anyway,
Who stole the dwarven ale? We'll find out
So-
on next episode.
right. Those of you watching on Twitch, hang out. We'll be back in a few minutes. If you're watching this on YouTube, give us a couple of days, and we'll be right back. Until then, start fires, do drugs, and tip your bartenders.